Hello everybody, Litigator to you here, and welcome back to Tomb Raider Anniversary. Last episode, we finished off the dreadful Midas Palace, and this episode, we're going to be entering the Tomb of Tihocan. Ooh, scary. Anyway, we're going to be starting off this video by going through a magical watery tunnel of doom. Anyway, uh, yeah. This, there's an there's a caption on screen saying that there's an air pocket towards the right that I completely forgot about while filming. Anyway, uh, yeah, if you continue on swimming for just a little bit longer and head upwards, you'll and the thing on screen will tell you the name of the level Tomb of Tihocan. Qualopec and Tihocan were two of the three gods of Atlantis, but you'll see what happened to Atlantis at the end of the video. Anyway, there's a rat over here. Stupid rat. He's a street rat. Get it? Street rat? Aladdin. I named him Aladdin. And yeah. Anyway, you might be wondering why the number counter thingy on the enemy names restarted. Reason for that is because the piece of paper, not the piece of paper that I used to write down all the enemy names. I lost it, so yeah, the number is restarted, which isn't all that too good. I figured it would just be a lot easier to just start the number counter thing over, and yeah. Anyway, we have a little puzzle thingy of puzzleness that these are still exclusive to the Wii, and Laura Croft is still jumping for joy because she's British. And only British people jump for joy. Alright. I believe there's a switch over here in the other versions of the game. I don't really remember because it's been a long time since I've played those. But the squeaking that you're hearing, there isn't another rat in this area. When we complete this puzzle, a platform thing will collapse, allowing us to get into the next area, and those are where the rats are, so don't worry, they're down there. But anyway, we're going to continue on our merry way and fight the rats, street rats. Yeah, I named these enemies Sulk and Rhine. They're based off Xenoblade, and I'll get into that in a second. Pierre has the most epic voice ever. Anyway, there's a water thingy down there of waterness that we're gonna dive into. And there are gators in there! Yay! My brethren has returned to me! Ah. The funny thing is, those aren't actually alligators or crocodiles. Alligators live in the Americas, and crocodiles live in the other countries. But yeah, I'm gonna call them my brethren because I don't really get the difference between an alligator and a crocodile. Anyway, Xenoblade Chronicles. There's been GameStop has been charging $90 for that game, even if it's used, which is kind of ridiculous. They claim that it's because it's a rare game, but yeah, and $90, that's the cheapest they are going to come across it. Online websites like Amazon and eBay are charging hundreds of dollars for the game, and I'm so glad that I got my copy of the game when I did, because when I got it, my GameStop was having a sale on it. They marked it down from $60 to $50, so yeah, I got a rare game for $50, and the funny thing is, I have not played that game all that much. I heard it's awesome, but I'm not too good at those kind of RPGs. I mean, I've gotten somewhat far into the game. I got to the big spider thing in the caves, but that's about it. I'm probably not gonna. I mean, I enjoy the game when I do play it, but I just don't play it all that much because I don't really play RPGs. Which is kind of funny because I'm doing Let's Play on RPG. Well, Super Paper Mario that's a different kind of RPG because because it's a Mario RPG, and to me, those are different from, say, like a Final Fantasy game or Kingdom Hearts. But anyway, we have another we have another one of my brethren. He looks so adorable today. You look so adorable. He's so adorable. You are. I'm a monster. I'm over it. Anyway, climb over here and jump over that and do some things. So I'm kind of been considering selling my copy of Xenoblade Chronicles online for $70. And I say 70 because that'd be $20 less than you could find it at GameStop, and 20 and I get it for $20 more than I paid for it. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to sell the game because I just have a feeling that it's going to be even more rare in the future and they'll be worth like hundreds of dollars. But yeah, I might actually get around to finishing that game someday if I can just figure out how to defeat the big spider thing. If you guys know how to do that, post a video response showing me. If you do, then you are awesome, and I'm giving you a high five through the screen. Anyway, what we want to do now is that we want to go over there. What I'm doing right now is actually something that you can do right at the beginning of the level. There's nothing restricting you from not doing it, but I just felt like going down there and taking care of my brethren. Anyway, what I find kind of funny is that in the Tomb Raider games, it seems like the architecture was built around Laura's moveset. So, what I'm kind of hoping for in the future is that they make a game that forces you to upgrade your movesets, your moves and stuff throughout the course of the game, so you can get through objectives. Uh, what I what I mean by that is that it'd be cool if they made a Tomb Raider game where where you had to uh, upgrade your grappling hook to get a new ability so that you can get past an area. Because that would be awesome, because it would have like somewhat replay value, and it would extend the game length. I hope to be a game developer someday. That's probably not going to happen for a long time, but yeah, I have a lot of game ideas that I don't want to say I'm afraid that other game developers out there will copy my ideas and stuff. But so anyway, we're continuing on climbing through. Now, what we're trying to do over here is that there are crates up here, and there are platforms down there where the two crocodiles were. Now, there are platforms down there that can only be activated if there's something on top of it, keep holding it down. So we have to move these crates down there so that we can weigh them down to get through this level. This something I have to talk about is that in the original game, this level and the second half of this level were two completely separate levels. There were the Cistern and the Tomb of Tihocan. The Cistern was a nightmare because I'm really glad they simplified it for this one, but it was obnoxious in the original game. I'm not. You guys might get mad at me for saying this, but it kind of feels because the Cistern in the original game felt a little bit more obnoxious than the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time. That might just be a stretch to say, but it was still very obnoxious. I don't remember anything about the Tomb of Tihocan level in the original game, except for, well, the part that everybody's who's played that game remembers. It's been a very long time since I played the original game. I'm really glad that they simplified it for this one, because all it is that there are just a few levers that lower the water level. When you think about it, the changes between in the Cistern between the original and Anniversary, it's kind of like the changes that they made from the Water Temple from the original Ocarina of Time to the 3DS version. Whereas the 3DS version, there are color patterns that signal to tell you which path takes you to the different areas, and it also they also make it so that the water boots are actually equipable items, and you wouldn't have to pause the game all the time uh, to equip them. Yeah, I've just recently beat the water temple in Ocarina of Time, and I'm on the Saddle Temple now, and I kind of doubt that I'll be doing an LP of that game anytime soon. But some of the people who've been watching me actually sent me messages asking if I could do that game. So who knows? If I keep getting messages like that, then I can't say no. Anyway, we are moving these crates down onto the platformy thingies. Yay. Oh, also, this game has time trials for the levels. I'm not going to be showing those. I'm not going to be showing them off. I'm going to be doing those off camera. The reason for that is because the time trials is just a race through the level. All you're doing during them is that you have a time limit to beat the level. And by the way, I cut the video right there so that because I already showed you how to get out of that pit. But anyway, the time trials they were they're basically it's the same level. You just have a time limit to beat them. I won't be showing them on camera because I'm already doing it because the videos already show you how to get through the levels, and most of the videos of this project are going to show the entire level in its entirety. But with things like the Lost Valley, St. Francis Folly, and two more levels that I haven't recorded yet, those are going to be split into two videos. But yeah. We want to make sure that this platform that I'm pulling closer to the ledge is as close to you as possible, and you'll see why when we raise the water level. Uh, this game is pretty. This is one of the best looking Wii games in my opinion. The only games I could think of that look look better than this one would be The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess and The Last Story. But yeah, well, Twilight Princess doesn't necessarily count because that game was just a GameCube game ported to Wii with just a tiny bit graphical adjustment. But the only thing that they really adjusted graphical wise for that game was that they enabled widescreen mode for the Wii. The GameCube version doesn't have widescreen. Yeah. Oh, I gave you guys a hint on my Facebook thing, telling you guys a hint at one of my next Let's Plays that it's going to be a Wii game. That's a GameCube game ported over to Wii with some graphical adjustments. I'm letting you guys know right now that Let's Play is not The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. My next two LPs, one of them is going to be a brand new series, and the other one's going to be a sequel to one of the games that I'm currently doing. Oh, the level's crying. How sad. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Alright, I will Let's Play Twilight Princess. Actually, no, I'm not. I would like to Let's Play Twilight Princess, but that's not going to happen for a while either because I have beaten the game, and I don't even consider doing an LP of the game unless I've beaten it. I don't fully plan out when I would do an LP until I've 100%ed it. The only exceptions to this were Super Mario and Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask, that was this game that I really wanted to do for a long time. And Super Paper Mario, I've never 100% that game. And even with my Let's Play, that's not 100% because I'm just going through that game for the fun of it. Anyway, there's an artifact right there that is cool, and when I go up to the top, the camera will be pointing downwards, and the reason for that is because I just wanted to make sure that I got the artifact, because sometimes I only pick up the shotgun cells down there. Are they shotgun cells? I think so. Yeah, we're done with the cistern area, kind of. We're just gonna have to go over there to move the raft just a little bit to the left. Yeah, the water looks somewhat good in this game. I mean, it's not the best water effects in a video game, but it still looks pretty cool for a Wii game. I'm glad that they didn't rush the Wii version, because a lot of game developers would rush their Wii versions just to make another version of the game. But I'm really glad that they added exclusive features for the Wii version, because because it's because I just would have been somewhat upset if it was just the same game. That reminds me of something that they announced for Batman Arkham Origins that's coming out later in the year, which I'm not really all that excited for. They announced that the Wii U version won't have online multiplayer, which kind of makes me upset because they're taking out a mode that shouldn't really be removed. I mean, multiplayer is a big mode, but removing that from a game is just kind of dumb and wastes time. But at the same time, it doesn't bother me too much because I don't play games online. I mean, the only games that I've really played online were Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but that's different because that game's awesome. Alrighty then, there's gun ammo over on the ledge over there, but there's an artifact where we're swimming over towards. This area over here, this area is based off the most memorable area in the Tomb of Tihocan level. I don't think anybody remembers the other parts of it. But yeah, they merged the two levels into one. I think they did that just because they felt like... I don't know why they did that. But I'm glad they did because... Greece is... Because Greece is a very long area, and I'm really glad that they kind of merged the levels, because I just want to get Greece over with, and I'm glad that I'm done recording this game. Not the game. I'm done recording this area. This is post commentary, by the way. I'm glad that I'm done recording this area because Greece has been a nightmare. The next area, that's not going to be... I hope that area is not going to be too terrible. I mean, there's only one level in that area that I'm really afraid of. I really hope this right here is the thumbnail for my video. I haven't figured out how to make custom thumbnails. I think you have to be a YouTube partner for that, but I have no interest in being a YouTube partner simply because I don't want to. Anyway, yeah. Next area. One level I'm afraid to do. The next area I plan on recording either after I'm done recording the audio for this or tomorrow. But yeah. We are heading into the temple, and this area looks so epic! Ah! Cutscene!
Here lies the god king Tihocan, one of the triumvirate, keepers of the three pieces of the Scion, leader of the Chosen after the great betrayal caused Atlantis to be lost beneath the waves.
You see, instincts can be expensive, mademoiselle. Yours are going to cost you both pieces of the Scion.
That's not a price.
Pierre's
I'm prepared
bald.
to pay.
Don't be absurd. No job is worth dying for.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to be showing off the cutscene fails as a bonus video at the end of the project. I felt that it kind of wastes time to record it, and I just want to show you how to get through it all. So all the cutscene fails are going to be a bonus video. It's alive! It's alive! And it has a seal that fireballs of doom. Oh, it has a twin.
On second thought, you have it.
Fly like a Scion. into the future. Best death ever. And I love Laura's expression right there. It's just hilarious. He's all like, ew. Anyway, we are fighting Joss, Jepson, and Donabels. Actually, no, we're not. Just named him that. But anyway, it is boss time. This is the most epic boss in the entire game. We are... The music and the environment, just their attacks, and just everything just makes this a very epic boss battle. Anyway, you're going to want to have mastered the Adrenaline Headshot, because if you don't, then you're kind of out of luck. But anyway, take their shields away using the grappling hook. Shoot them until the rage meter gets all the way up. They have 2 attacks. They have those kind of attacks. The first one will turn you to stone, and when that happens, take the nunchuck really quickly. But with this attack, go into Adrenaline Headshot and then shoot them, and then throw your grappling hook at them. There is a glitch for some copies of the game that makes it so that you cannot grapple. If you're having those kind of issues, then I don't know what to tell you. My best advice is to look up Stella's Tomb Raider anniversary walkthrough. I've kind of been using that as a little refresher whenever I record these. But anyway, we are still fighting the Centaurs of Doom, and yeah, you want to pick up the shield and turn them into stone, and then shoot them while they're turned to stone until they break apart. This is a very clever boss fight, if I do say so myself. But it's possible, but very difficult to beat this boss battle with taking away only one of the shields. And if you're very lucky, you can turn both of them into stone at once. But that doesn't change. I've never had that happen to me, and I probably never will, simply because it's very hard to do. And I probably could have done it a bit ago, just a second ago, if I turned the shield just a little bit to the left. Anyway, keep shooting at the centaur until it is destroyed. If you can, as you may have tell, you can see Pierre's stomped body on the ground, and it's kind of really cool detail, although a little bit gruesome. Anyway, this battle's almost done. But when they're trying to turn Laura into stone, my best advice is just duck, because for whatever reason, ducking makes you not turn into stone. Another good advice is to stay by the shields whenever you're shooting at them, so that you can quickly pick it up when they try to turn you to stone. More cutscenes! That's still funny. We and we'll be falling. Gasp! There's 3 pieces of the Scion!
You have tainted the power of the Scion. In betraying your fellow kings, you have broken the sacred triumvirate of Atlantis. You have maimed Qualopec, your own brother. I am still here, wretch. Tihocan has ended your treachery. But it is my face you see in your nightmares. What have you to say for yourself?
Tihocan has a really dumb voice. Qualopec's voice is somewhat epic, but overall, both their voices are really dumb. Wee. Laura's not touching the ground. Next stop, Egypt! Yeah, we are finally done with Greece! Clap for joy. Anyway, now that we are done with Greece, thank you guys for watching this video of Tomb Raider Anniversary. And until next time, later gator to you. Oh yeah.